Hello, good day and welcome. I will be answering NECO 2020 Health Education Past Question 45. As a first aider, a case that deserves urgent attention is A. Treating the victim, B. Stoppage of breathing, C. Shock, D. Fracture, and E. Bleeding. Now, as a first aider, when you are faced with several cases, maybe during an accident, some of the victims there have stopped breathing, some are under shock, some has fracture, and some are bleeding. Now, the case that requires the most urgent attention is bleeding. The primary thing that the first aider should do is to stop the bleeding. Stop bleeding first, because the blood, as you know, is a substance of life in the body. Now, when bleeding continues and much blood is lost, it will result into shock and progressively results in stoppage of bleeding and then of breathing and then death. So the primary thing to do, or the first thing to do, is to stop bleeding. Now, treating of the victim already is not the function of a first aider. Treating of the victim is a function of a professional health personnel, that is a doctor or a nurse. Now, stoppage of breathing can be done after bleeding has been stopped by by pulmonary resuscitation. Pulmonary resuscitation can be done to revive the person that has stopped breathing. Now, shock also can be done or can be attended to after bleeding is stopped, and those with fracture can also be attended to after bleeding is stopped. So the first thing, or the first case that should be attended to, is bleeding. So bleeding must be stopped by application of pressure. So that is the case that deserves urgent attention as a first aider. Thank you and God bless you. Ensure to subscribe to the channel for more videos and past questions.